Well, good evening and welcome to Premier League Live on LFS this evening. A very Merry Christmas to you as well on this Boxing Day for a double-header of Premier League football this evening. We start at Turf Moor, where Burnley will host Liverpool, who can go top of the Premier League tonight ahead of Arsenal. Let's have a look at the two sides who start tonight's game at Turf Moor. Starting with Burnley and Vincent Kompany's side, start with James Trafford in goal. A back four of Vitinho, Dara O'Shea, Jordan Beyer and Charlie Taylor in defence. A midfield four of Sander Berge, Josh Brownhill the captain, Wilson Odobert and Mike Trezor, with a front two of Lyle Foster and Zeki Amdouni. On the bench for Burnley is Muric, De Croix, Roberts, Cullen, Ramsey, Redmond, Goodmanson, Rodriguez and Larsson. For Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool, who come off the 1-1 draw at Anfield against Arsenal from the weekend, they come into this one with Alisson starting in goal. A new look back four for Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold continues in his right back position. Could be a change of position for him today, more midfield. Jarell Quansah starts alongside Virgil van Dijk at centre-backs and Joe Gomez at left-back, with Liverpool missing their first two left-backs in Andy Robertson and Kostas Tsimikas, who got injured in the Arsenal game. A midfield three of Wataru Endo, Harvey Elliott and Ryan Gravenberch, with a front three that have never played with each other this season. Mo Salah, Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo start up front for Liverpool this evening. On the bench, Kelleher, Konate, Chambers, McConnell, Bradley, Szoboszlai, Jones, Diaz and returning from injury, Diogo Jota. Kick-off from Turf Moor in this Boxing Day Premier League football match. Burnley and Liverpool is on the way next. Good evening and welcome to LFS this evening. Burnley against Liverpool in the Midlands. A very mild Boxing Day, of course, it has been. A very mild Christmas period it's been this year. And Burnley will be hoping for a warm atmosphere here tonight and try and do a number over one of the league's best teams at the moment in Liverpool. And Burnley looking to catch up with Luton, who won earlier this afternoon, and try and keep grips with the teams outside the bottom three, and they're trying to leave Sheffield United behind them. Those teams, Burnley could be within a point of Luton with a win here this evening against Liverpool. Liverpool, on the other hand, can go top of the Premier League table. Even with a draw this evening, they'll be ahead of Arsenal on goal difference, but will want the 3 points here tonight. Liverpool. Paul Tierney is our referee, so think of that what you will. Burnley in their traditional claret and blue home kit, and Liverpool in their away kit of green and white top with black shorts. And Burnley will get us underway in a moment when Paul Tierney blows his whistle, and the players will take a knee initially, and reminding everyone that there is no room for racism or discrimination in football. And we are underway then at Turf Moor. We go as Boxing Day continues with Premier League action already lighting up the festive period so far. And an early ball out to the left hand side. Good interception by Liverpool, but instantly giving it back to Burnley, and now they're attacking through the middle. An early chance, but good blocking by Liverpool in the box, and Harvey Elliott to clear it away. A positive start for Burnley. And we witnessed a positive start for Arsenal against Liverpool on Saturday, a couple of days ago. Burnley will be hoping that they get an early chance here, because Liverpool have already struggled away at relegation teams away from home this season, and drew with Luton. Had to get that last minute equaliser from Luis Diaz, and just eked out a 2-0 win in the end against Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. This will be the last of the 3 visits to the newly promoted sides this season. Here's Harvey Elliott. All the way back to Trent Alexander-Arnold. A minute and 15 seconds gone. And Liverpool get their first meaningful possession of the ball of the evening. And there's been a lot of talk about how well Liverpool played against Arsenal. The only problem was they couldn't take the chances when they came their way. One of the most kind of memorable ones is that Trent Alexander-Arnold chance. And Liverpool were 4-on-1 against Arsenal on the counter-attack. Crazy how they didn't score that chance. Van Dijk. Now wide to Joe Gomez on the left, who traditionally plays right-hand side of defence. Either right back or traditionally a right centre back, but he's playing left back this evening, as he did against Arsenal for the vast majority of that game after Tsimikas got injured. And Joe Gomez, of course, not a natural left back, as we know. Right-footed, so he will be coming on to his instep, his inside foot, and that'll be something that defenders, or the other team, the defenders of the other team, will be focusing on, and also the attackers, the wingers. The right wingers of opposition teams will know that Joe Gomez isn't a natural left back and will try and target that weakness. In Liverpool, Burnley won a free kick there and they wanted to go long with it, and Liverpool clear it away. But Burnley again will have the possession at the back. Here's O'Shea. Trying to feed it wide, and does feed it wide to Vitinho. Takes a nice infield touch, but colliding with Ryan Gravenberch, and Liverpool will get the throw in on the left hand side. Well, Vincent Kompany, they had a very tough start to the season, Burnley. And one of the main kind of criticisms of the Burnley team in the early season was that they were naive, committing bodies forward and really aggressive in possession of the ball and catching themselves out on the counter-attack. That's lovely from Liverpool. Salah, Gakpo, now back to Harvey Elliott from distance. Forces a save off Trafford. Salah picks it up, but he will be offside. It was a good shot from distance there from Harvey Elliott. Got Liverpool's first attacking chance of the evening. Finished it off. It was a good move down the right hand side. Salah drifted wide, gave it infield to Cody Gakpo, who dropped a bit deeper. Linking up, and then Gravenberch feeds it on to Elliott. Elliott just has it on the edge of the D and takes the strike. Forces a save from James Trafford, and then Salah on the follow-up was offside, which will give Burnley the free kick, which Trafford sends long. First header won by the Liverpool midfield, and now carrying it forward is Cody Gakpo. Charging through the middle. Gakpo trying to find Nunez in the box, but well defended by Burnley again, and broke that Liverpool attack up. Beautiful touch by Amdouni, and now Burnley 4-on-3. Here's Amdouni, he's got options. Can he find any of them? He goes himself and fires it quite convincingly wide of the right post there. Zeki Amdouni, a golden opportunity for Burnley there. On the counter-attack, 4-on-3. Liverpool, talking about Burnley committing so many bodies. Liverpool committed a few too many bodies there and find themselves in a deficit in defence. Luckily, Zeki Amdouni couldn't find the finish from a Liverpool point of view there. Here's Gravenberch, picks up the bit of space in the middle. Now Gomez, wide on the left-hand side. Gakpo linking it up, lovely from Cody Gakpo. He's charging through here, gets it into the box. Gakpo, Elliott and Salah are waiting. Edge of the box is Nunez! What a finish! Darwin Nunez! Talk before the game. If he wanted Luis Suarez status, he needed to be incredible in front of goal and needed to be ruthless. He was most certainly ruthless there. Darwin Nunez picks it up on the edge, takes it with his right foot and finds the bottom right corner. Beautiful link-up play initially with him and Gakpo. Lays it off to Gakpo on the left, and then Gakpo spots Nunez completely unmarked, running towards the edge of the box, just lays it off to him, and it's an incredible finish by Darwin Nunez with his right foot into the bottom right corner. And after a positive start for Burnley, Liverpool's sucker punch of a goal from Darwin Nunez has Liverpool ahead and Burnley behind. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. And it gets a round of applause from Darwin Nunez's manager, Jurgen Klopp. And Liverpool have the lead, which as it stands would mean Liverpool head to the summit. And they've given it away here again, Burnley. Liverpool have bodies forward. Another chance. And this time it was good from Ryan Gravenberch running through. Spotted the space. Again, as I said, Burnley committed so many bodies. Liverpool had the space to charge into. There's so many bodies. And that was really good chance again for Liverpool. It could have been 2-0 up in the space of just a couple of minutes. As Ryan Gravenberch, some have criticised Gravenberch for his performance against Arsenal, came onto the pitch and wasn't really at the level. Wasn't quite at the pace of the game, and I was watching the game and I would agree. Gravenberch came onto the field and wasn't really at the pace, but so far tonight he's picking up pockets of space and running in and causing problems. Here he is again, lovely link up with Gakpo. Gakpo carries the ball. Now battling with Nunez, and Salah forces a fantastic save off Trafford. Liverpool are playing out of themselves at the moment. This is incredible football. Gravenberch to Gakpo. Slight deflection takes it to Nunez. First time ball to first time strike from Salah with his right. And he forces a full length save from James Trafford. Really good goalkeeping from James Trafford. But another massive chance, and Mo Salah could have had his first of the night. Wow. Great reactions from both. Salah to take it first time and then Trafford to make the big save. Liverpool have a corner. Alexander-Arnold over to take. On the right hand side, Salah's come for the short option. Whether they'll take that up, who knows. There's bodies in the box. Gakpo, Nunez, Quansah and Van Dijk for Liverpool. Ball whipped in by Alexander-Arnold, far too deep. Salah will pick it up though. Gives it back out wide to Alexander-Arnold. Whips it in again, bit better. All the way through. Gravenberch will pick it up on the left. Loses his footing and that will run for a Burnley goal kick. Not the best of set piece moves that from Liverpool, but certainly still threatening. And I'm sure Burnley will be counting their lucky stars that they could have even been more than 1-0 down. By the chances Liverpool have created, they should be 3-0 down at this point, Burnley. But really good goalkeeping from James Trafford on 2 of those occasions have denied Liverpool almost certain goals. And actually, the most unlikely of the 3 chances ends up in the back of the net. The Darwin Nunez chance, I'm sure, on XG performance. That's probably the least likely of the 3 to go in, but in the end it did. Strange how football works sometimes. Van Dijk. Well, Burnley have never picked up a single point this season from a losing position. A fall of the ball and Gakpo strikes it well wide. Didn't do it. It was bouncing up and we had it caught it in the air, did Cody Gakpo, and he completely miscued it. A long ball out from the back again. Alexander-Arnold, the bouncing ball. And it's not good defended by Vitinho whatsoever. Gakpo just breaks off the back of him and it just stands up for Cody Gakpo, and the strike just carries the wind. The wind carries the ball, sorry. And it goes behind for the goal kick. But Liverpool are having a hatful of chances here early on. And, you know, we look and we think of last midweek, how ruthless Liverpool were against West Ham. They tore West Ham to pieces. West Ham sat back and gave Liverpool absolutely nothing, and Liverpool still tore them to pieces with their attack. We will see how this game develops. 10 minutes gone and Liverpool should have already won this game based on the opportunities. Another ball in behind. Gakpo on the run. Takes a heavy touch, and really good coverage by Vitinho there in the end. Seen it out of play for the goal kick. That's clearly the target for Liverpool, firing that ball in behind. It's Van Dijk this time. Fires it long, and Gakpo had made that run inside on the left hand side, and that seems to be where the space is, where Liverpool have spotted that space has emerged, and they're targeting that a couple of times. Gakpo's was the creator for the Liverpool goal, and he's been the creator of a few chances as well. That's certainly the opportunities for Liverpool being created down that left hand side. But here, coming the other way, here's Lyle Foster. Odobert trying to find it through the middle, does find Foster. Now the strike from distance, and Josh Brownhill not too far away there for Burnley. Took the strike from distance, and it had Alisson scrambling. Unfortunately for Burnley, it went wide. Good, really good interchange of play from Lyle Foster. Lays it off beautifully to Josh Brownhill. Strikes it with his right instep. And he just puts it wide, narrowly wide in the end. Not too far away there, but nonetheless, nothing doing. Very exciting game so far. The high tempo is certainly what we expect. And credit to Vincent Kompany and his side. You know, we look at what they've done this season. I mean, they've only 11 points, the second bottom in the league, but the football that they're playing, on occasion, it is really good. When they do get it going, and I mean, I saw the highlights of the game against Fulham at Craven Cottage. A tough place to go is Craven Cottage, and a tough team to play at times are Fulham. I mean, not in the last two games, 2-0 and 3-0 back-to-back defeats for Fulham, which isn't certainly good news for Marco Silva, but they have been a very tough side. I mean, as Liverpool know themselves, they've been a tough side to face. 4-3 at Anfield Fulham, but Burnley in that Fulham game were really convincing. They took opportunities, they fought, they stayed in the game, and they never gave up. And that's real credit to Burnley, because, you know, when the cards are against you and you're not feeling like you're getting what you deserve out of performances, it can be kind of disheartening and very kind of, it can ruin the belief in the squad and the morale in the team, and it hasn't affected Vincent Kompany and his side clearly, with the resilience that they've shown to keep the pressure. Here's Odobert battling with Joe Gomez, and Odobert will win the throw-in on that right-hand side. Well, it's been an indifferent day. It's been not a good day for Newcastle, Fulham or Sheffield United, who all lost this afternoon in Boxing Day action. Newcastle at home this afternoon lost to Forest 3-1. They went 1-0 up, and Forest under Nuno looked to be hard fought. 3-2 defeat against Bournemouth, and now a 3-1 win over Newcastle. Certainly scoring in the goals. Throw in for Vitinho to be taken. Took his time there. Wanted the option. Found Brownhill, back to Vitinho, and intercepted by Cody Gakpo there getting back, and Burnley have a corner. Well, this would be a good approach for Burnley, I would have to say. You know, 1-0 down, you're at home, you want to keep your fight going, and I think they will. Don't let the goal that you've conceded or the chances that you've given away early on deter you. You're still only 1-0 and you're still very, very much in this game. Trezeguet to take the corner then for Burnley. Right hand side. Right footed delivery in. Flicked away by Gakpo in the box, and well cleared away by Liverpool. All the way back to James Trafford, the Burnley keeper. He will fire it long with a top, but the only target will be the opposition keeper, Alisson. Alexander-Arnold. What a ball. Finds Salah, who flicks it out wide for Elliott. Elliott has to go back to Alexander-Arnold, and Trent Alexander-Arnold, an incredible footballer. One of the best passes I've ever seen for that equaliser against Arsenal. To find Mo Salah, it was on an unbelievable pass. And it's actually, you know, discredit to Arsenal, because they shouldn't have actually given them that opportunity. I mean, I'm sure by now, I would think a lot of teams know, if you give Trent Alexander-Arnold the time and space on the ball, he will find any patch of the grass on the field to feed the ball to. Just as I say that, though, Trent Alexander-Arnold tries to find Elliott, just overhits it, and Burnley have the ball back. Here's Jordan Bayer. Under pressure. Fires it wide for Charlie Taylor. Back to Bayer now. Liverpool on the press. High press from Liverpool. Works out. Finds the body in the box. Darwin Núñez tries to cut it back. And scrambled away by Burnley somehow. Gomez heads it in. Cleared away. Hi, that could have been much worse for Burnley there. Darwin Núñez in the box. Tried to flick it back for Salah. Burnley scramble it away, and then I think Gakpo was coming in to try and finish it. Really overplayed that, Burnley. gave the ball away. The high press from Gravenberch finds it to Nunez, cuts it back for Salah, that's intercepted, and it bounces its way to Gakpo, and then his shot ends up being blocked and cleared away by Burnley. But again, I get that they're trying to play out from the back and nice football, but again, you overplay it at times. Just fire it long. If the pressure's on, fire it long. There's no need to overplay the football. That's good from Quansah there, intercepting. Alisson now to Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk. Skipped away from his marker there. Looked in a bit of trouble, Van Dijk, but dealt with it as cool and as calm as he always is. Elliott. Now Alexander-Arnold. A bit short for Nunez, who does really well physically. And here is Darwin Nunez. Puts it across. Gakpo just missed it. Almost there. Again for Liverpool, but Burnley are all over the place here. Charlie Taylor kind of just shoved by Darwin Nunez. I mean, the Burnley fans are not happy that the foul wasn't given against Darwin Nunez there, but I think he just used his right shoulder, and Nunez, he didn't overcommit, and he didn't foul him, I don't think. He did really well in battling. Burnley have a throw-in on the far side after that chance for Gakpo. Gomez heads it first. He tries to get it forward to Gravenberch, but Vitinho does well physically. Now Nunez. Elliott battling. Tried to find it to Elliott there to Nunez, and the ball will end up collected by James Trafford in his own box. Certainly a very frantic game. From a calm moment of play, just possession football from either side, and they just burst. There's just a kind of burst of energy, a burst of pace into the game. Both sides looking to press high, and here's the Liverpool press again. Jordan Bayer at his own corner flag has to fire it up the pitch. Doesn't try and play it out this time, but again the same result. Liverpool have the ball back, but this time it's not in his own 18-yard box. It's in their own half here, Liverpool. Here's Wataru Endo, who I'm going to have to talk about at some point in this game. He was incredible against Arsenal. I'll talk about that later. Here's Alexander-Arnold. Endo again. Back to Alexander-Arnold. 18.5 minutes gone. Liverpool 1, Burnley 0 at Turf Moor. Good press by Burnley. Giving it away was Gravenberch, but he won it back. And now Endo pressed. He's given the ball away. And now a slip there from Lyle Foster allows a Liverpool reprieve. And now they can come forward. Gravenberch trying to find an option. Has to go back to Joe Gomez and not take any unnecessary risks. Alexander-Arnold, switch ball, trying to find its way out to Nunez, but Vitinho had that one covered. Got it back to James Trafford. Fires long, flicked on by Taylor, headed down by Quansah. He gets it forward to Gravenberch. Nice Salah. Here's Elliott on the overlap. Elliott with a cross. Gakpo was there, cleared away by Burnley. Not fully cleared though. Pressure on Sander Berge. He has to fire it long. Gomez wins the header. Nunez flicks it on. Gravenberch battling to keep the possession. Endo comes in with a nice header. Here's Darwin Nunez on the edge again. On the edge of the box. Flicks it to Elliott. Elliott just on the edge of the box. Takes a deflection. Gakpo battling. Falls to Joe Gomez, who couldn't get the ball. But Liverpool piling on the pressure. They're really starting to bang that door down and try and find a second here. Liverpool have all the control at the moment. Quansah. Now to Virgil van Dijk. Quite ironically, they've switched places at centre-back for the moment. We'll see how that changes, if it develops. Gravenberch. Lovely link up with Nunez. Nice Salah. Salah on the edge, trying to link it up with Nunez again, but just a bit wayward. Slightly away from Darwin Nunez and finds the hands of James Trafford. I have to say, Burnley need to try and pack out the edge of their box better now, because Liverpool are playing it around, and Burnley aren't just aren't getting involved, aren't trying to block it, aren't trying to stop them. Liverpool just have full roam of the edge of the Burnley box at the moment. When you give such quality players time and space, you're going to get punished. That's a pull by Sander Berge on, I think that was Ryan Gravenberch that was fouled there. So it will be a yellow card for Sander Berge. Just see that again, he is full grip of Ryan Gravenberch there. And Sander Berge, the first man in the book tonight. And Liverpool will get a free kick. We're not even halfway through the first half so far, and it's been all Liverpool, barring one or two Burnley opportunities. Half chances, really. Nothing clear cut for the home side yet. Here's Gravenberch, finds Gakpo, links it up with Nunez. Gomez on the left. Infield to Endo. Now Quansah to Alexander-Arnold. Comes infield himself, Alexander-Arnold. Link it up with Elliott. Just overhit that. Finds it to Salah though. Salah. Alexander-Arnold flicks it back to Nunez. Nunez in the box, tries to go for the strike, bodies there in the way for Burnley. Elliott with a cross. Good claim by James Trafford. Again, it's kind of rinse and repeat here. Burnley could kick the ball long or try and play it out and end up giving up possession. Liverpool pick it up on the edge of their own half. Push forward. Nice interlinking passing. Have full roam on the edge of the Burnley box. Whip a ball in, and James Trafford kind of collects it and rinse and repeat. That's probably how the last 10 minutes have gone. Either that or Liverpool end up having a shot and James Trafford gets on the end of it. Liverpool have dominated the ball. 64% possession for the visitors. Well, that's a lovely move by Amdouni, or not Amdouni, sorry. It's Odobert, and it was good block there in the end. Pressure came on the Liverpool defence, and Gravenberch got in the way, and then Gomez carried it away and got a free kick. It's a good move. I need to see who picked it up on the left-hand side. Again for Burnley, I think it was Tresor picked it up, made the nice run in field. And he had options of Amdouni and Lyle Foster beside him, and then the wide option of William Odobert, but couldn't find the pass. And that allowed Liverpool to recover and win the ball back. Van Dijk. Endo on the halfway line. Straight through the middle to Nunez, who goes all the way back to Alexander-Arnold again. That's what I mean, free roam. I mean, Liverpool, very rarely do they ever get the striker giving the ball straight back to the defence in a simple straight pass. I mean, not enough coverage from Burnley at the moment through the middle, and Liverpool are being very direct, and it's working really, really well. Quansah, now Elliott, wide on the right hand side. He's got space and time. Harvey Elliott still going, gives it out wide to Salah. Salah on the right flank. Back to Alexander-Arnold. Waiting for an option. Cuts it back to Salah. Quansah to Van Dijk. All the Liverpool outfield players in the Burnley half. Here's Mo Salah. Elliott. Salah to Alexander-Arnold. He's taking his time. Looking for the switch ball. Switched its way to Gakpo on the left hand side. Chops in on his right. Gakpo lifts it in. Elliott was closest, and Burnley got the ball away. Headed it clear. It's much more measured from Liverpool, but it's better defensively from Burnley. Gravenberch. Still haven't figured out if it's Gravenberch or Gravenberch for Liverpool yet. Well, some people say Gravenberch, some people say Gravenberch. I'm interchange. Not really worried. Unless he has a problem with that. I hope not. Here's Wataru Endo. His name isn't difficult to pronounce. Here's Harvey Elliott. Alexander-Arnold. And there was movement on the front line from Liverpool, but Darwin Nunez just slightly strayed offside. And that attack for Liverpool comes to an end pretty quickly. Alexander-Arnold. I mean, Darwin Nunez just a bit slow to get back on side there. Should have been quicker. It's usually he's too eager to get the ball to get forward and in behind the defence that he catches himself offside, Darwin Nunez, but that time he was just a bit too calm. Centre forward plays about finding the balance there running off the back of defenders, and the best do it consistently, incredibly well. One of the best is Mo Salah, who has been absolutely incredible for Liverpool this season. I mean, again, and there was talk before the game about, he's going to the African Cup of Nations after the Newcastle game and on New Year's Day. He won't be available for the game against Arsenal in the FA Cup, and could be missing for up to 7 games in January for Liverpool. Mo Salah. Where will they find the options elsewhere? Where will they find the goals and the quality? I mean, they've got an abundance of quality. I mean, getting Diogo Jota back will be a massive boost for Liverpool on that front. He's a ruthless goal scorer in himself, but Mo Salah offers something that I don't think any other team in the Premier League has, and that's just such hard work rate. Here is Mo Salah on the right flank, driving into the box, lifts it and linking for Elliott, who tries to find it back to Salah, but Burnley got a few bodies in the way, and Lyle Foster, everyone back for Burnley at the moment. Liverpool really pinning them in. Elliott, Salah, nice fake, finds it to Nunez, cuts it back just inches away from Gravenberch. Now Gakpo, big save from Trafford. Gakpo again! Second time around, and makes no doubt about it. But the referee has blown the whistle for a foul in the build-up, so the goal will not count. Cody Gakpo thought he'd got the goal at the second time of asking. We felt that the referee feels that Darwin Nunez had fouled a Burnley player in the build-up to that. We'll see it again. Gakpo battling, cleared away, and then, I mean, I'll see it again. Yeah, I mean, Darwin Nunez trying to go for the ball. Charlie Taylor does really, really well at covering it over, and then Nunez kind of just takes his back leg out, not with any intention or any much malice or no malice in it, but it ends up falling from that Charlie Taylor opportunity to Cody Gakpo, and then the ball into the back of the net. But it is a foul, and Paul Tierney, I think, has got that one correct. I don't think Jurgen Klopp will be happy. Just seen him over at the fourth official there. He's not happy. And VAR did have a quick check at that to make sure that that was the correct decision, and the on-field decision stands, which I do think was the correct outcome. Myself, I do think Nunez, although it wasn't massive in terms of the challenge on Nunez, by Nunez, Charlie Taylor did go down from that challenge, which ended up resulting in Cody Gakpo picking up the ball and scoring the goal. So therefore, it is a direct kind of impact on the goal scoring opportunity, and therefore the goal doesn't stand. The whistle actually went after the ball had been in the net, which was actually even better refereeing from Paul Tierney, because if the ball hadn't been in the net and he blew the whistle, VAR wouldn't have been able to check it. They did, and they ratified the on-field decision. No goal for Liverpool. 1-0 it remains. Jurgen Klopp is still incandescent about that one. Still not happy about the decision. He's actually trying to communicate with Paul Tierney on the field, but Graham Scott, the fourth official, is trying to deal with that at the moment. As Burnley have it back. Odobert with a deep cross, and too deep there from William Odobert. And that ends up behind, or Wilson Odobert, sorry, ends up behind for a goal kick. Yeah, just a bit too excited there, Odobert. Liverpool goal kick. Alexander-Arnold plays it out. Salah couldn't find the ball, but Endo does win it. Gravenberch gets a challenge in on it, and Elliott picks it up for Liverpool and will get the free kick. It's a foul by Josh Brownhill that time. Well, one thing I have to say about Liverpool, and I mean, coming to grounds like this, Burnley and other stadiums away in the Premier League, a lot will try and get physical. I mean, we've seen it with Luton, got physical against Liverpool. I don't think Burnley are going to try and be physical. I mean, some players will, but won't be Burnley's prime motive to be physical, although they've just given away another free kick there. Cody Gakpo this time is fouled by Vitinho. which will give Liverpool another free kick opportunity. Yeah, he tried to. Yeah, Gakpo does well to return the ball to Gravenberch and then is pushed over by Vitinho, so it is a foul. As Liverpool have already taken. Van Dijk to Alexander-Arnold. 31.5 minutes gone. Burnley trailing 1-0 at home to Liverpool. And that Darwin Núñez chance, and Liverpool just put that straight out of play there. Ball all the way back with Trafford from that Burnley throw-in, who himself puts it straight out of play. Under pressure from Darwin Núñez there. Liverpool press works out again. Salah. Núñez linking up with Salah. Now Gravenberch, he left it. Salah left it as well, and Burnley can recover, but Gakpo wins it back. Now Salah trying to feed it through. No chance there for Núñez to gather, and James Trafford has the ball again. Burnley, by the way, haven't had a touch inside the Liverpool 18-yard box yet. Liverpool have had, after that opportunity, about 20 touches inside the Burnley box so far, so it shows you that Liverpool are really cascading the ball forward and really piling players up the pitch. And even doing that, Burnley aren't able to deal with that at the moment. They're playing nice, intricate, cute football, Liverpool, at times. When it gets to that point, they're not trying to telegraph passes or put crosses in or force the ball. They are it's nice, intricate play, although Odegaard with the cross, and Vitinho with the cross, Odegaard with a link up, and the ball into the hands of Alisson quite comfortably. Liverpool keeper taking no risks, finds it to Gakpo. And Sander Berge just let Gakpo go a bit lightly, according to the Burnley fans, and now Salah is through and hits the crossbar. Mo Salah. What an opportunity. And it all comes from the Sander Berge opportunity from the Alisson clearance. Berge should get it. Gakpo just breaks away from him, finds the space through the middle, lifts the ball over the top for Salah. Burnley, no chance. Taylor was well beaten. And Salah might actually use his arm in the process anyway. And a left-footed strike, fully power, pace and persistence behind it from Mo Salah. And he whacked it off the crossbar behind for the goal kick. But, of course, he might have used a hand in the build-up, so it might not have counted anyway. Nonetheless, Burnley's goal kick back in Liverpool possession. Alexander-Arnold fired it long. Taylor with the clearance. Endo with the first header. Odegaard with the second touch. Quansah to Alexander-Arnold. Goes for the wide option. Trent Alexander-Arnold. And better from Burnley. They won the challenge and now have the ball. Here's Vitinho on the right-hand side. Maybe a glimmer of hope for Burnley at the moment. O'Shea. Now to Bayer. Dara O'Shea again inside his own half. Piling the bodies forward again are Burnley, and now Vitinho, he's broke forward. Battling with Joe Gomez. Lets the cross come in, Gomez, and Vitinho's cross is overhit, that one. And it can't be kept in play by Mike Trezor on that left-hand side, and that will be a Liverpool throw-in. That's the thing. Once they get to that 18-yard box, Burnley, they just can't find that final pass, that really key pass that they need to finish off their attacking opportunities. Because in the middle, they're actually battling with Liverpool and winning a couple of good challenges, dispossessing Liverpool in high areas. So far at the moment, they just can't find that final pass that would kind of allow them to have a chance at goal. And the referee, Paul Tierney, is going to have a chat with Trent Alexander-Arnold for time wasting from the throw-in. Here, not a yellow card, just a chat with the Liverpool right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And now Jurgen Klopp is having a chat with the assistant on that side. Certainly not afraid to speak his mind, is Jurgen Klopp. I don't think he's an official's kind of best friend on the sideline, is Jurgen Klopp. He certainly... Oh, well, the assistant actually gave Burnley a throw in there, but the referee overruled it, and Liverpool have a throw. I thought it was a Burnley throw, but there we are. Liverpool have the ball. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Quansah. Alexander-Arnold into the last 10 minutes of the first 45 here at Turf Moor, and Liverpool have been in complete control for the vast majority of this first 36 minutes. Burnley have had, as I mentioned earlier in the game, only a few half chances, but nothing of massive great quality. Liverpool, on the other hand, have had 10 shots, 6 shots on target. They have had ample opportunities, if not more than ample opportunities, to put this game to bed in the first half. Liverpool, but good saves from Trafford, and just a bit of miscommunication has let Liverpool down and not given them that massive lead that they probably would have expected from the opportunities they've had. But the most unlikely of them all, as I mentioned earlier in the game, most unlikely to go in, ended up finding the back of the net. Endo linking up with Gakpo. Crowded by a few Burnley players was Wataru Endo, and Gomez, really good covering, wins the ball back off Audibert. Now Gravenberch. Endo to Gomez on the left hand side. Here's Joe Gomez. Gomez looking for the cross. It bounced its way in and nearly getting to Nunez, but Burnley get it away through Darrow O'Shea. That's really good recovery by Quansah again, who picks it up for Liverpool. Gomez on the left flank, miscontrols that one. Rare one for him. Joe Gomez, always a very solid player. A rare mistake from him, puts it straight out of play. Didn't control it well. Endo with a header from that Burnley throw-in. Not the first header. Liverpool have the possession. Here's Gakpo now. Wataru Endo caught on the ball and lost the ball. Did Endo, and now Liverpool have broken free again here, Burnley. And now the ball forward. Amdouni coming in. Just ahead of Trezor was the pass. And Liverpool get away with it. A bit of a reprieve again. Better from Burnley, and that will give them confidence. Here's Trezor. Salah has to come back and help out, and does so really well, and wins the ball back for Liverpool. Does Mo Salah. Don't forget, another game in the Premier League this evening. Manchester United against Aston Villa from Old Trafford. Kick-off at 8 o'clock. We'll be live around 10 minutes before kick-off for that one, so do join us for that if you're excited for that game. This evening, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on post notifications. We have a lot of action over the Christmas period. More Premier League action all the way through this week. Everton Man City tomorrow, and Arsenal West Ham on Thursday, before a New Year's Eve action as well between Fulham and Arsenal. So we'll get you all the action from the Premier League over the festive period right to you here on LFS. Endo, nice through ball to Salah. Nice link up there. Elliott. Nunez on the right hand side this time, coming in on the right. Finds it to Endo on the edge, who strikes it! And a big save from James Trafford. It might have been kind of sneaking into that bottom left corner from Wataru Endo. An accurate strike indeed. It's a good, really good strike. It was just curling in towards James Trafford, which actually helped him with the save in the end. But good opportunity for Wataru Endo, who scored a cracker of a goal in the game against Fulham for Liverpool this season. His first in a Liverpool shirt. He might have had a second there if James Trafford hadn't found the parry on that one. Corner for Liverpool, left hand side. Alexander-Arnold to take. 5 minutes of the half to go. Right footed delivery by Alexander-Arnold over the head of everyone. Gomez on the edge, lifts it up, strikes it over the bar. But it will be a deflection that will carry it over the bar, and Liverpool will get another corner. Just over the head of Gakpo was the initial corner. It cleared away by Lyle Foster. It falls to Gomez. He takes a nice touch first time, and then the strike might take a slight deflection off Jordan Bayer, but not much of a deflection. And Joe Gomez has been pushing for his first ever Liverpool goal, his first ever senior goal. He's pushing for that this season. And that corner, by the way, from Liverpool is dealt with, and James Trafford has the ball in his hands. Well, certainly Joe Gomez is one to watch, really, for Liverpool. Because, as I mentioned, he's had a few opportunities in the last couple of games to get his first ever goal for Liverpool. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, he is the only Liverpool player in the team tonight starting 11 to not have scored, and that includes Alisson, who has scored for Liverpool. Joe Gomez is the only player, both outfield and in goalkeeper, that hasn't scored. Here's Harvey Elliott, though. Finds it to Salah! Big save by Trafford. And it came off Bayer from the parry and into the hands of Trafford a second time. Again, Elliott to Salah. Salah just drifting off that wide right area that he always has for Liverpool. Just cannot find the finish there, but really good save by James Trafford. Decent strike by Mo Salah. Tried to curl it towards that far corner, but really good goalkeeping from the Burnley keeper to deny the man who certainly knows how to score goals, both for Liverpool and for his country as well, Egypt. A goal machine is Mo Salah. He's one of the best in the Premier League at it. And he's joint second top goal scorer this season in the Premier League. Only Erling Haaland has scored more goals than Salah this season. 11 Premier League goals for Salah, including that massive one against Arsenal on Saturday for Liverpool to get that equaliser. Sorry, 12 goals, I apologise. 12 goals in the Premier League. Erling Haaland has 14. Salah, every season he's been at Liverpool, bar probably one, he's been in the Golden Boot race right to the very end. I mean, last season, no one was in a Golden Boot race with Erling Haaland, but maybe there's a hint of it this season. Who knows? We will see. Here's Gomez. Has to go back to Van Dijk. Liverpool just a bit of game management at the moment. Endo. Very direct again from Liverpool, but Nunez's pass back into the midfield is stolen away by Burnley, but then won back by Wataru Endo. Nunez. Endo. Endo goes down and will get the free kick, which he takes quickly. Alexander-Arnold. Looking for the switch ball. Miles of space for Gakpo to pick it up on the left. Here's Cody Gakpo. Drifts into the box. Gakpo cuts it onto his right. Good blocking by Burnley. And get it away. Only as far as Alexander-Arnold, who's battling, and then the follow-up clearance is dealt with. And Kwanzaa wins it back for Liverpool again. It's rinse and repeat. I'm honestly saying it. Very rarely do Burnley ever break out and get an opportunity to run at Liverpool's defence. And I mean, let's be honest, coming into this one, I don't think Vincent Kompany said, oh, we're going to get golden opportunities, we're going to have loads of chances. He's not silly. He's not naive. He's not stupid. He knows that Liverpool are going to dominate possession, but I don't think he expected them to dominate the attacking play as much. I mean, I think he probably expected Burnley to have a good few number of counter-attacks in this game. They've had one counter-attack in the whole game, Burnley. So they've had minimal opportunities going forward. And I think what he will target is the performances. I mean, some of the performances on the field are probably not up to standard for Burnley so far in terms of work rate and intensity, I would say. This is all coming from, I think, what Vincent Kompany will say. That's not my opinion, but what I'm thinking about what Vincent Kompany might say at half-time. We will see. They're still very much in the game, though, despite having not had a shot on target so far. Burnley are still only 1 goal down, despite Liverpool's 8 shots on target. But there we go. Van Dijk out from the back again, over the top, and trying to find Gravenberch, but that one's just a bit overhit by Virgil van Dijk, and we will have 2 added minutes at the end of the half then. Well, I've just heard that those 8 shots on target that Liverpool have had in this game, in this first half, is the most they've had in a first half of football this season. So they're certainly their best first half performance in terms of attack, Liverpool, but quite funnily, quite ironically, it's not their best scoreline at half-time this season. It's only just the one that they lead by with that such dominance they've had. Ball out from the back from Kwanzaa. Going long again, trying to find Nunez, but Burnley got the first head to that, and I think it was Bayer that got the first head all the way back to Trafford in the Burnley goal. Last minute of the half. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Darwin Nunez's strike separates the two. Alexander-Arnold linking up with Harvey Elliott. Now Kwanzaa. Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. To Virgil van Dijk again. Maybe just managing the end of the half here, Liverpool. Taking the passing. Trying to run the clock out. Get to half time and see where they can just find that slight better of it. Just to turn those opportunities into goals and to finish this game off. Burnley's target at half time will be, they're still in the game. Let's try and have attacking opportunities to prove that. It's Liverpool dominant so far. Burnley have a throw-in, which will probably be the last action of the half, as we've just surpassed the 2 added minutes. So we will get the half-time whistle, and there it is from Paul Tierney. He doesn't allow Burnley to take that throw-in in the end, and that is the half-time whistle. A first half of complete, utter control and dominance from Liverpool on the ball. They've had so many opportunities, but have only found the one goal to separate the two teams. Darwin Nunez with a clinical, ruthless finish on the edge of the box after Cody Gakpo had made a nice run. And it's a really good first half from Liverpool. Really poor from Burnley, but the game is still very tight. Half-time at Turf Moor. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Half-time analysis coming up in just a second. Welcome back to Premier League Live. Half-time from Turf Moor. It's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. At the break, Darwin Nunez's goal separates the two teams in the Midlands this evening. It's been complete dominance from Liverpool from the start of the game. Burnley had a slight positive spell in the first couple of minutes, but since that, it's been all Liverpool. Liverpool have had 68% possession, 14 shots. 8 of those 14 attempts have been on target. Burnley have had only 2 attempts and not a single one of them on target in the first half. Liverpool have had 3 corners to Burnley's 1. Burnley have a yellow card through Sander Berge as well in that one. They've hit the woodwork once, Liverpool, in that first half. Mo Salah hitting the crossbar in the first half. Liverpool have had 326 passes, of which 86% are accurate. Burnley 149 passes, to only 64% ended up finding their targets in the end. They've lost possession 77 times, Burnley. Liverpool 76, so not much difference there. In terms of the Darwin Nunez chance, the XG in that chance, by the way, 0.05. So if Darwin Nunez was to take that shot from that exact same, kind of moment played out 100 times, Darwin Nunez would score a goal only 5 times out of the 100 based on the chance. So that shows you how good of a quality opportunity it was and how rare it is for Darwin Nunez, would be for the finish to be found there. But really clinical, really ruthless from Darwin Nunez from him. But on the other side, Liverpool haven't been as ruthless as they can be. I mean, 8 shots on target, as we mentioned. It's their most in a first half this season, and they only have 1 goal to show for it. But on the other hand, I'm sure Jurgen Klopp will be the happier of the two managers at the half, because I mean his side are in complete control, and if they continue like that, if they continue the second half like they did the first half, they won't become unstuck. They will have the opportunities, and they will surely find another goal. But who knows? I don't think Burnley have had many chances and many opportunities to score, and that's which will give Jurgen Klopp a lot of confidence and a lot of kind of positives to talk about at half time. And I'm sure the Liverpool players will know themselves. They had an incredible half there. An incredible half of football based on what they do and what they play and how they play and everything they want to do. They've done it to a T. They want to dominate the ball. They want to get their players on the ball and make them the defensive players move and the opposition move and keep compact and real control of the ball, switching up the play, offering long balls, offering short, intricate passing. It's really what Liverpool are all about, and that intensity and that ability to 1 minute just pass the ball about quite slowly at the back, and then instantly that one pass, that one moment, that one change of pace completely obliterates the opposition and confuses them beyond belief. That is what Liverpool are all about. So far in that first half, that is what we've seen from Liverpool in that first 45 minutes. Complete control, complete dominance, but at times it hasn't been one of those games where Liverpool have had so much possession that it's been a boring game. Burnley have sat in and Liverpool have just dominated. It's not been one of those games. Burnley have still stepped up and still tried to be quite counter-attacking themselves. It hasn't worked out. They haven't been able to make any of those counter-attacks count, and they've only had one of them. But Liverpool, their ball recovery's been fantastic, Liverpool, I have to say, in the half as well. But the point of it is Liverpool have been so dominant, but they haven't been so dominant that the game is boring because of it. It's still a very, very entertaining game. And, I mean, Jurgen Klopp calls it heavy metal football. I think we've seen heavy metal football from Liverpool in that first half. I don't think we've seen heavy metal football from Burnley. I think it's been quite pathetic, really, considering they're at home and they want to try their best and break up Liverpool. They haven't done enough. I mean, if you're trying to stifle a team, which Burnley I'm sure will have wanted to do coming into this one, you want to give away free kicks. You want to put the ball out of play as much as possible. You want to try and stop their momentum as much as possible. Now, whether that's down to the fact that Liverpool have been so good or not, or the fact that Burnley have just been so bad, that hasn't happened. Burnley haven't been able to do that in the first half. They just haven't done it. Haven't been able to stop Liverpool. They've been really cute, really calm, really composed, really collected on the ball, Liverpool, tonight. And I think recovering the ball, forcing the press to force Burnley into a long ball to recover the ball. Really smart play. I think Liverpool have been faultless in this first half. Absolutely incredible. And I think they continue like that, they will be in very, very good position come the end of the evening. I mean, we don't see much see many teams not do it against Liverpool. You know, Liverpool are the type of team that a lot of teams want to go for. And we've seen over recent years, they've got joy out of Liverpool. So far, Burnley have tried, but they haven't been able to do much. They haven't been able to do very, very much at all in that first half. I mean, we look at Liverpool's passing accuracy, 86%, 78% pass accuracy in the opposition half, compared to 90% in their own half. Obviously, you're going to have more possession accuracy, pass accuracy in your own half, obviously. But I mean, they've done so much on that front. Liverpool have just looked unstoppable in this first half. I mean, if they'd found the finish on one or two or more of those chances, this game will be dead and buried by half-time. The reason it's not is because Liverpool haven't been able to find the finish on a lot of those occasions and haven't been able to add to the one goal that Darwin Nunez put them ahead. That's the only difference between the two teams, or between the scoreline being 1-0 and 4 or 5 at half-time. Liverpool have been in complete control, and I think if that continues, well, I would wish Burnley good luck, because Jurgen Klopp has never lost a Boxing Day game in charge of Liverpool. Who knows? Maybe it's a commentator's curse. Who knows? We will find out if it is. Liverpool leading 1-0 at half-time. 3 other games from Boxing Day today, just before we go to another break. Before the second half gets underway in a couple of minutes. Newcastle were shocked at home this afternoon against Nottingham Forest. They went 1-0 up in that game through an Alexander Isak penalty after 23 minutes. Newcastle. Before Chris Wood levelled it before half-time to give an equal scoreline at the half, 1-1 at St James's. Chris Wood with the goal there. Anthony Alanga set that one up, and then it was rinse and repeat. It was the same again in the second half. Forest set up by Alanga, finished by Chris Wood, and put Forest 2-1 up at the start of the half, before in the 60th minute it was 3-1. And Chris Wood, the finisher again, a hat-trick for Chris Wood on the day, gave Nottingham Forest a 3-1 win at Newcastle, at St James's Park, where not many have had victory this season in the Premier League. Newcastle have a very good home record, only lost 2 this season, that one and Liverpool, where they were both, in both of those games, 1-0 up, but end up coming out with defeat there, Newcastle. Only Aston Villa have a better home record, or more points picked up at home than Newcastle this season. 10 games, 8 wins, but a defeat today for Newcastle at home. Home win for Bournemouth, though. 6 in their last 7 wins in 6 of their last 7 games for Bournemouth. The only spec on that is, quite ironically, a 2-2 draw with Aston Villa at home. They've beaten Newcastle, Sheffield United, Crystal Palace, Manchester United, Forest and Fulham now in the last 7. And that has been fantastic for Andoni Areola's side, who prior to that had lost 3 of their previous 4 Premier League games. 4 of their last 5, previous 5 Premier League games, and including a cup defeat to Liverpool as well on the road. An incredible run of form for Bournemouth, who are looking incredible at the moment. 3-0 win against Fulham, quite convincing. The goal scorers on that occasion, Justin Kluivert, who almost signed for Fulham. Dominic Solanke with a penalty. He scored a hat-trick in the win over Forest at the weekend. He's got back on the score sheet again tonight from the penalty spot. And Luis Sinisterra to wrap it all up for 3-0. A cracking relegation battle game at Bramall Lane this afternoon. 3-2 it finished to Luton in the end. They went 1-0 up through Alfie Doherty at Luton before they were pegged back in the second half. Oliver McBurney and then Anel Ahmedhodzic got the home side ahead 2-1 after 69 minutes. Jack Robinson own goal had Luton back level before a second own goal from Sheffield United from Anis Ben Slimani got the winner for Luton in the 81st minute. 3 points for Luton, which sees them jump up to third bottom in the table. We will just show you Liverpool are top of the table at the moment, leading Burnley. But if we show you the bottom half of the table, the way that stands at this moment in time, there we are. Sheffield United are bottom, 9 points. Burnley on 11, they're currently losing to Liverpool at the moment. And Luton, so creating the gap between the bottom 2, Burnley and Sheffield United, 4-point gap between them and Luton as it stands. Luton closing the gap on the teams above them. Everton, Forest, Palace and Brentford all very close to the relegation zone at the moment. And Luton, by the way, have a game in hand on everyone else. After Everton play this week, Luton have already played, so they still have a game in hand. All going well for Luton at the moment. Half-time at Turf Moor. It's Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. The second half is on the way in just a minute or 2. Do stay with us.
Just
welcome back to Premier League Live on this Boxing Day for our first of two extra helpings on this Boxing Day. St Stephen's Day, as some call it, but Boxing Day it is here. Liverpool leading 1-0 at the half, and we have another cracker to come for you from Old Trafford after this one. Manchester United hosting Aston Villa at the moment. Liverpool will go top. Aston Villa will want to try and match that and go above Arsenal with a win tonight. Both can do it, and Villa will play later this evening. Right, second half on the way from Turf Moor in a moment. Right, both sets of players coming back out onto the field, and not a pretty happy face from Vincent Kompany. Looks fuming. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. We're on the road to 22,000 subscribers. Any support will be massively appreciated. We thank you all for joining us in this festive period and enjoying the football together with us. If you've got any comments or any details you want to share with us, any information, do get involved in the chat. Open to have a chat with anyone here this evening about football, even about Christmas. It is the festive period, and we're here to enjoy it with you as we just get underway for the second half. Liverpool get us back underway after Paul Tierney's whistle. Good evening, Patrick. Welcome into the chat. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. A Merry Christmas to you. And Trafford actually got the goal kick there. Liverpool long ball from the throw-in, or from the kick-off, sorry. So we're underway. And if Liverpool play the way they played in that first half, I mentioned it a couple of times, they will go on to win this game, surely, with the opportunities they've created. But who knows? Anything can still happen in the Premier League. Quansah there. Thought he'd won the header against Lyle Foster, but the referee, Paul Tierney, felt he had fouled the Burnley forward in the process, so it will be a Burnley free kick just inside the Liverpool half. And that's one thing that Burnley need to try and do more, is win free kicks against Liverpool, break the play up as much as physically possible. If they can't do that, Liverpool will just tear through them like they did in the first half. Free kick taken by Brownhill, flicked on, cleared away by Virgil van Dijk, who puts it out for the Burnley throw on the right hand side. That throw in will be taken by Vitinho. Throws it in field. Amdouni comes a bit deeper, but he's forced away from the Liverpool goal and has to go back to his own goalkeeper, who will fire it long. Well taken down on the left hand side by Trezor. Brownhill. Nice play there in the midfield from Burnley. Long ball down the right hand side. Van Dijk to get in the way of it, but Lyle Foster won it back. Cody Gakpo won it back for Liverpool. Endo forward. Finds it to Nunez on the left flank. Good from Darwin Nunez to keep the ball in play there and keeps the possession. Back to Joe Gomez. Moses in the chat says, do you think Burnley will score? Well, we have to see. I mean, they've not done very much to test Alisson in the Liverpool goal as of yet. I mean, Josh Brownhill had a shot from distance early in the first half. That's probably their best opportunity. Had Alisson scrambling, but it was quite a bit off target from the Burnley midfielder. But they need to try and be more convincing in attack. I mean, they just haven't been convincing enough. I don't think they believe that they can score, and I think that's the issue. If you believe you can score, you can score. I mean, you have enough belief in your side, and the opportunity and the quality is there, which it is, I think. You can score, but, I mean, based on what I've seen so far, I don't think they will score, but if they have to improve. They need to have a shot on target first. Nice ball from Gakpo. Salah on the right hand side. Salah back to Alexander-Arnold. Bodies in the box for Liverpool. Here's Darwin Nunez. He just drifts off the edge of the box and tried to play the ball to Elliott there, but gave it away. Good recovery by Gravenberch though. Burnley were trying to come away with it and Gravenberch intercepted. Van Dijk. Gakpo. Gravenberch now. Really applying bodies forward here, Liverpool. Causing issues again for Burnley. Continuing to dominate the possession. Here's Quansah. Elliott. Now Alexander-Arnold. To Jarell Quansah. Salah's drifted infield, which allows the space for Alexander-Arnold. Puts the cross in deep. Too deep from Trent Alexander-Arnold, and that will be a Burnley throw-in on the far side. Looked like for a second there it might have gone behind for a goal kick, but it just kind of bounced back towards the goal, and it came in for a throw-in to Burnley. Patrick says, no, I don't think Burnley's going to score. Just in the chat there. Yeah, don't be afraid to share your opinion as well. I mean, we have a poll running on what you think the final result will be. I mean, 86% of the voters predicting a Liverpool win at the moment in time. Only 8% predicting a Burnley win and 5% predicting a draw. Keep your votes coming in. If you've got any poll suggestions, we'll end that poll and give you another opportunity to have your say. Don't be afraid to get involved. Elliott with the battle. Lovely from Harvey Elliott. Finds Salah. Flicks it across to Nunez on the edge. Bit misplaced from Nunez. Caught out there. Endo battling. Couldn't keep the ball. Nunez trying to go for the challenge, and it's a bit late on Zeki Amdouni from Darwin Nunez, and Burnley will get the free kick. Nunez just trying to recover the ball, and just a slight bit late on Zeki Amdouni. And Nunez just gave away possession initially, and obviously trying to recover it to make up for his mistake, and ends up committing a foul on Zeki Amdouni. Yeah, just kind of takes out his left foot there. Does Nunez on Amdouni. Burnley have it back. Oh, momentarily though, as Joe Gomez has it back for Liverpool. Cody Gakpo using his pace, but it wasn't enough on that occasion. Well recovered by Sander Berge. A bit better from Burnley there. Vitinho back to O'Shea, who has to go back to Trafford. Nice press by Liverpool, but Trafford goes long. Chested down by Quansah. Not most comfortable there from him, but gives it back to his keeper, Alisson. Now Virgil van Dijk, who exudes calmness in the Liverpool defence. And we will get team news, by the way, from Old Trafford around about 20 minutes, so do stay tuned for that as well if you're going to join us for the game at Old Trafford at 8 o'clock this evening between Man United and Aston Villa. We'll get team news for that game in around about 20 minutes' time. Meant to be quite interesting team news, I've heard. But there we go, we'll find out. Here's Jarell Quansah for Liverpool. Wataru Endo. Quansah. Elliott. To Quansah. Alexander-Arnold has gone through the middle. He's drifted up, and Gomez has pushed out to the right-hand side, the left-hand side, sorry. Well up high. Alexander-Arnold trying to play that inverted midfield role, and Liverpool just dropping Endo into the defence a bit to help out. That's lovely from Nunez, linking up with Elliott. Finds Darwin Nunez. Just beaten out of the box there was Nunez. Salah now. Back to Elliott. Quansah. To Endo. Now Van Dijk. We'll go down the left-hand side now, Liverpool. Here's Joe Gomez. Breaks his marker, and Vitinho puts a cross in. It's a high one. And Trezor is there to help out defensively and get the ball cleared. But only for a Liverpool recovery. And they will be back in possession, the visitors. Quansah again. Alexander-Arnold. Now Van Dijk. Down the left-hand side is Gomez again. Cuts it back. Virgil van Dijk. Gravenberch. Across to Alexander-Arnold. Nice movement from Liverpool. Endo now in between the lines. Nunez battling. Endo keeps the attack going. Gives it wide to Salah. Here's Mo Salah. Bit deeper. Trying to thread the ball through. Burnley got a leg to it, and Brownhill with a clearance. Alexander-Arnold trying to find Salah. Cleared away by Burnley again. Gakpo to recover. Here's Endo. Now Van Dijk. Really good from Liverpool again. Keep the ball. Burnley, I think they're just sitting in a bit more now. Liverpool dominating more of the ball. Alexander-Arnold, nice Salah. Here's Gravenberch on the edge of the box. Still has the ball. Cuts it back to Alexander-Arnold. Trying to find that break in the Burnley defence here, Liverpool. And a few occasions they're firing the ball into the box and Burnley are dealing with the cover. But here's Elliott now, the ball forward. Elliott wide for Gravenberch. Gravenberch back to Elliott! First time finish. Harvey Elliott in the box. And that has been coming for Liverpool since their very first goal. Almost 40 minutes ago in game time. Almost 50 minutes ago in game time. And Harvey Elliott, first time, lovely cross by Gravenberch, straight across. And Elliott with the first time finish to double Liverpool's lead. VAR will have a look at it though for a possible offside. We will see. Elliott, nice ball, gives it wide to Gravenberch and then back to Elliott. Pretty simple. I mean, Mo Salah might have been offside. Could he be blocking the keeper's view of it? I mean, not really. I mean, the keeper does move to his right, so I don't think Mo Salah's done much wrong there, but Liverpool should, in my opinion, have a second. We will see if VAR will decide that. We will see. Because Mo Salah is standing in front of Trafford, but I think he's moved right. And Paul Tierney is going to go to the screen. So there's a VAR review on field. So Harvey Elliott has the second for the moment. It was given on field. VAR now asking for a review. And Paul Tierney will go to the screen. But as we know, most often, more often than not, when he's called to the screen, I don't think he's done anything wrong here, Salah. Trafford steps to his right-hand side, and he conflicts his own view of the ball. I mean, he steps away from it. Salah's, yes, is in an offside position, but James Trafford moves to his right, so therefore he blocks his own view of the ball. But I think he will overturn this, and the goal won't stand, but I'm not too sure about that one. But Liverpool's goal is ruled out. Mo Salah in an offside position, and Harvey Elliott's goal will not stand. And a disappointment for Harvey Elliott, you can see it. Jurgen Klopp a bit bemused on the sidelines. I mean, Jordan Byers also involved. There might have been a push there as well. Here's a push, to be fair. Burnley get away with one there. They need to make the most of it. They need to be pushing and find the opportunities, Burnley, but they've just put it straight out of play. Liverpool throw in. So no second goal for Liverpool at the moment, but after a long look by VAR and then a recommendation of a review, Paul Tierney ruled out the goal, and we're back to square one. 1-0. But I mean, as I mentioned, it's only a matter of time. I mean, Liverpool are having goals ruled out for offsides and things like that. They're having the opportunities. I mean, they're doing the hard work. But who knows? At 1-0, anything can happen in football. No result is a foregone conclusion at any scoreline really, but especially at 1-0. Burnley have a free kick. Burnhill takes it. Goes long. O'Shea trying to win the first header, and he did, but Liverpool get it away. And nice Salah's on the break. Here's Mo Salah running through. Salah battling there with Charlie Taylor. And that's incredible by Charlie Taylor defensively. And James Trafford comes and collects the ball away from Salah. Salah burst of pace, but really good from Charlie Taylor on the recovery. That was a massive opportunity for Salah one-on-one. And a big deflection takes it into the Liverpool box, and Amdouni was close, and now Van Dijk had to clear it away for the corner. Maybe the pendulum of momentum has just swung in the way of Burnley. After that goal being disallowed has kind of livened up this crowd inside Turf Moor. And maybe we might see a change in the dynamics of this game. Who knows? Corner for Burnley, right hand side. Can they make this count? So corner on the right hand side, right footed, whipped in, headed on, and just put wide, but there's not a deflection of Jordan Byers' chance, and it will be another Burnley corner. The first header from O'Shea at the front post, flicked on, and Jordan Byer was closest to it, took a deflection, I think, off Nunez in the end, and behind for another Burnley corner. This is Liverpool's most kind of pressured few moments of the game. On their defence, another corner comes in. Really good header by Wataru Endo to clear it. Brownhill down the right again. Gives it to Trésor. Back to Brownhill with a deep cross. Lyle Foster's close, but Van Dijk gets it away. And lovely from Joe Gomez, or Gravenberch, sorry. And a long ball from Alexander-Arnold. Oh, Trafford! My goodness me! Alexander-Arnold went for the long ball, and James Trafford had committed himself. He was coming for the ball. And what a touch! He put it straight out of play though, but what a touch. How close were Burnley there at that moment in the first corner. Opportunity, and Darwin Nunez got there. Right place, right time for the Liverpool centre forward to block that shot from Jordan Byer. And they're going to make a change here, Burnley. Mike Trésor is coming off. Coming on is Johan Gudmundsson. So a substitution, Gudmundsson on and Trésor off. So Burnley down to 4 substitutions, or 4 subs available. 2 opportunities to make those subs, of course. Liverpool still have all 5. And they have options on the bench if they need to call upon them. Throw in. Gravenberch takes it down on the right. Tries to link up with Nunez, but they've not dealt with that well, Liverpool, and cleared away. And now Lyle Foster was almost through. Van Dijk does really well. And the whistle is gone way earlier in the play. And Burnley are going to get a free kick because the referee had played advantage. And a foul, which is much more positive for Burnley. You can see what they're trying to do now. Break up the Liverpool play, not allow them as much kind of convenience in the game. They're getting in their faces now, and that's what they need to do. Brownhill takes another free kick. Goes long, flicked on by O'Shea. Amdouni was closest to that one. Try and pick it up on the edge. Cleared away by Liverpool. Vitinho gets it to Gudmundsson, who's just on the pitch, and Gudmundsson wins another free kick. This time Cody Gakpo, the man fouling. And that will be a Burnley free kick then. So around 17 minutes gone in the half, and neither side, Liverpool have not had a shot in the half. 74% possession, but not a shot. Of course, with that Elliott chance ruled out for offside, that shot is completely ruled off the books. Burnley have had 2 shots, both off target though. They have another set piece to take. Brownhill and Gudmundsson over it on the far right hand side. Whistle goes from Tierney. Gudmundsson, left footed, will whip it in to the edge. O'Shea was going up for it again. Van Dijk cleared it away. Kept alive by Taylor. Now Odobert on the left hand side. Back to Charlie Taylor. Skips past Endo. Now battling with Alexander-Arnold. Puts a deep cross in, does Charlie Taylor, but goes too deep, and it's behind for a goal kick to Liverpool. And Charlie Taylor hasn't had much opportunities to put a ball in tonight. He's been more focused on the defensive kind of things, as he's had to, based on the opportunities that Liverpool created in that first half. That is actually his first cross of the game. O'Shea out from the back for Burnley from that Liverpool goal kick. Battling with Joe Gomez, and Endo wins the throw in there for Joe Gomez to take on the left hand side. Well, the game's still very much on a knife edge, and Jurgen Klopp knows that, because he's going to make a triple substitution here. Not often that Jurgen Klopp goes for early substitutions in the second half. This is very early for Jurgen Klopp standards. Usually around 70 minutes he makes a sub, but he's not seen as much of an attacking outlet from his team in the second half, and that is Why? He wants to make a change. Well, 3 changes. Mistake by Burnley. Gomez picks it up on the left-hand side. Could this be a chance? Chance coming forward. Ball forward. Nunez was offside anyway. The ball had went out of play for a goal kick, but they'll get a free kick, Burnley. In the end, again, a bit too eager to run there, Darwin Nunez. And Joe Gomez played the ball. Just run off the back of the defender a bit too quickly there, Darwin Nunez, so an offside. The substitutions are going to be Curtis Jones, Dominic Szoboszlai and Luis Diaz. For Liverpool, all 3 players started the Arsenal game on Saturday, but all 3 benched tonight, I'm sure for fitness reasons. Obviously, a tough festive period. Although Liverpool play tonight and then don't play for 6 games, or 6 days, sorry. 6 days. They play on New Year's Day, back at home, back at Anfield against Newcastle. So that'll mean 4 of their last 5 games would have been at home. This is their only away game in this run. Home at Manchester United, a draw. Massive win over West Ham at home last week, midweek. And then the 1-1 draw with Arsenal at home at the weekend in the Premier League. Gomez brings it down coolly. Under pressure was Alisson and put the ball straight out of play there. That was a bit silly from Liverpool. The ball was coming down and Alisson should have just come and collected it. Gomez took the touch and that put Liverpool under a bit of pressure, as Alisson could have come and caught it. Van Dijk with a header away, but not fully cleared, and Burge with a shot. Dragged it well wide. What an opportunity. Big opportunity for Sander Burge, but nowhere near causing the Liverpool keeper any sort of problems there. 25 minutes to go, and Liverpool are going to make that triple substitution. Ryan Gravenberch will be the first to come off. He's going to be replaced by Curtis Jones. So Jones on, Gravenberch off in midfield for Liverpool. Harvey Elliott's the next man coming off in the Liverpool midfield. He'll be coming off for Luis Diaz. So Diaz and Cody Gakpo is going to be the next man coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Dominic Szoboszlai. So Diaz out on the left wing, Nunez through the middle, Salah on the right, and then Szoboszlai right midfield, Endo through the middle, and left midfield will be Curtis Jones for Liverpool. And Liverpool have 2 substitutes remaining after that triple substitution. 2 occasions to do so. Good block by Alexander-Arnold. Wins the ball and fires the ball forward. Nunez on the run. Good coverage in the end there by Dara O'Shea, and got the ball cleared and away. Brownhill fires it in behind, trying to cause Liverpool problems. Quansah, miss kick by Alexander-Arnold, allows Lyle Foster onto the ball. Headed away by Gomez, his pass. And now Burnley are on the press, and Burnley in positive motion. Here's Wilson Odobert. Nice one. Gets past Alexander-Arnold, puts a cross in, headed on, and over the bar by Johan Gudmundsson. Opportunity galore. What an opportunity for Johan Gudmundsson against Liverpool there. Back post, free header. All he had to do was get it on target, and the likelihood is what Burnley would have been level, but they're not. Johan Gudmundsson with an opportunity. Lovely from Wilson Odobert. Beautiful quick feet. Nice interchange past Alexander-Arnold. Then Szoboszlai trying to cover it. Allows the cross, and then at the back post was Gudmundsson with a massive opportunity to level it for Burnley. And the manager, Vincent Kompany, couldn't believe how they'd missed that opportunity. I don't think many are inside Turf Moor wouldn't have been shocked at that not going in. Curtis Jones, nice touchdown for Liverpool, but gives it away to Gudmundsson though. Nice win of the ball by Burnley, who are in real good form at the moment. They're pushing, and they're in a nice spell here. Odobert again, linking it up with Amdouni. Liverpool caught out here again. Amdouni had to come across, was Quansah, and dealt with it behind for the Burnley corner. This is a complete contrast to the first half, where Burnley were completely overrun by Liverpool. Liverpool haven't had an opportunity in the second half. I mean, that offside goal from Harvey Elliott makes the difference, but Burnley have had all the chances since then. Corner whipped in. Liverpool have everybody back, and Nunez got the first touch in that one, and then the second ball from Burnley ends up behind for the goal kick from Charlie Taylor. Well, you can certainly see why Jurgen Klopp made those changes. You see where Burnley are starting to overrun Liverpool in a couple of areas. Winning those duels, winning those battles, certainly improved from the first half quite a lot. And that is starting to show in this game. Alisson with a long one. First header won by Bayer. Second by Endo. Curtis Jones misses his collection of the ball, and Sander Berge gives it straight to Luis Diaz. To Gomez. Nice infield touch by Joe Gomez. Goes back to Quansah. Quansah trying to find Diaz wide and completely missed the header there, Luis Diaz. Out for a throw-in to Burnley. And I'm sure Jurgen Klopp, well, he is shouting at his team now. He's not happy. Bayer. Back to Trafford. They're playing out from the back again, Burnley, and Trafford does go long this time. Gomez won the header. Brownhill, wins the second ball and will take it down, but can't find the wide option. And Goodmanson who'd come in field, and the ball is straight out of play for a Liverpool throw. Last 20 minutes of the game. Burnley 0, Liverpool 1. Well, we will have a bit of added time. Certainly the VAR check took up a lot of that, and I'm sure with the substitutions that will be add a lot of time on. So despite there only being 20 minutes till 90 minutes, there will be quite a few minutes added on, I'm sure. Here's Szoboszlai. Well, this kind of brings me back to the Sheffield United game for Liverpool, really, at Bramall Lane, where Liverpool had scored very early, took an early lead, and had that one goal lead for a very, very, very long time, until the 94th minute, before Dominic Szoboszlai found the second goal that wrapped the points up for Liverpool at Bramall Lane that night. But it's kind of similar game. Sheffield United had chances in that one and had chances to equalise, just couldn't finish it, couldn't get that crucial goal to level it. And I'm sure Burnley have worked to that kind of scheme at the moment, trying to keep Liverpool at 1-0 and maybe take their opportunities when they come. So far they've had opportunities, they haven't been able to take them yet. And Liverpool's press allows for them to get the ball back from the throw-in. Trafford under pressure, took no risks, forced it straight out of play. Liverpool throw on the left-hand side. Jurgen Klopp firing instructions at his team, telling his team to probably calm down and try and keep the possession, get the ball and pass it around like they did in the first half, where they completely overrun Burnley. But Burnley, feeling that they can do something against Liverpool, I'm sure will take more risks, and maybe that will allow Liverpool a chance to wrap this game up. But a long way from that yet. Endo. Gomez. Fires for a run of Luis Diaz, who picks it up against O'Shea. Diaz has options. Plays it across to Nunez. Now Darwin Nunez finds Alexander-Arnold in space. Alexander-Arnold whips across in back post, headed across. Oh, surely a second, but no. So close for Liverpool there. A deep cross to the back post, headed across goal, and then brought straight back across goal for Burnley to clear it at the other side. So close. How it didn't find the back of the net, I do not know. But Liverpool still only the one. But there's still, as you can see there, a lot of space, a lot of time for Liverpool to find a winner, to find a second goal that will give them a bit of headroom, a bit of comfort in this game, really, after a bit of a tough spell there in the last couple of minutes. Alexander-Arnold, now Szoboszlai, Salah, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, Endo back to Salah, now back to Alexander-Arnold, trying to find Salah on the reverse was Alexander-Arnold, won back by Burnley, but only momentarily. Endo a bit sloppy, but Alexander-Arnold there to mop it up and get it back to Alisson. Bit better ball recovery there from Liverpool. Endo. Van Dijk. Quansah. Szoboszlai to Alexander-Arnold. Now back to Quansah. And across to Virgil van Dijk. Inside his own half. Back to the Liverpool dominating possession again. Nice break of the play. Finds Endo in space. Does Van Dijk. Option on the left was Gomez. Endo. Back to Curtis Jones. Liverpool taking probably the tempo and the pace side of the game at the moment. Playing at their level. Lovely from Alexander-Arnold. Nice Szoboszlai. Held off Jordan Bayer there, did Szoboszlai. Who was on the press. It was Jordan Bayer. Van Dijk. Diaz. Back to Dominic Szoboszlai. Goes for the switch ball. Joe Gomez in abundance of space on that left-hand side. Takes it down nicely, does Gomez. No options ahead of him, though. Goes back to Van Dijk. Burnley just setting in a bit more. Waiting for their opportunity to counter-attack. Endo. Quansah. Salah on the right-hand side. Looking for a run at Jordan Bayer. Salah, nice reverse ball. Finds it to Nunez in the box. Nunez at the byline. Battling incredibly well is Dara O'Shea, but Nunez keeps the possession and forces O'Shea to give away a corner. Really good from Darwin Nunez. Real physicality from the Liverpool centre forward. Really held the ball up for a long period of time. What an opportunity. It was Curtis Jones and Szoboszlai for that opportunity for Liverpool earlier in the game. That was a couple of minutes ago. Kind of both looking for a cross. Neither could find the finish. Liverpool actually get the free kick. Darwin Nunez was fouled by Dara O'Shea, so it will be a free kick around the byline. Alexander-Arnold to whip it in. Good opportunity this for Liverpool, possibly. Alexander-Arnold feeds one into the box. Didn't beat the first man. One back by Burnley, but only as far as Endo. Now Alexander-Arnold, left-footed cross. Deep one to the back post. Headed on! And it's scrambling, and Trafford did find the catch on the ball somehow. There was Liverpool pressure in there. It's Van Dijk with the head across. And there was bodies in there to try and finish it for Liverpool. Nunez had tried to get the flick on it. But really good goalkeeping from James Trafford. Dove on the top of the ball and didn't allow a Liverpool player to get any contact with it. Alexander-Arnold battling there and had lost that battle, and I think they get a yellow card as well here for that challenge. And Burnley will get another free kick. Yellow card for Trent Alexander-Arnold for this foul on Lyle Foster. A bit lax there from Liverpool, a bit complacent. Alexander-Arnold and Quansah both colliding. Both came for the ball. Bit of miscommunication there, and then Alexander-Arnold deemed to have just fouled Lyle Foster. I mean, there's not much in that, to be fair. The referee's given the free kick and a yellow card the way of the Liverpool vice-captain. So Brownhill and Goodmanson to whip a free kick in. 13 minutes plus additional time to go. Liverpool with a narrow 1-goal lead. Brownhill with a delivery straight the way through. Sander Berge wasn't too far away from that one. And it went wide for the goal kick to Liverpool. Good ball by Josh Brownhill. Sander Berge just should have thrown himself at that. He was the closest to it. Had an opportunity to throw himself at it. Allison with a long one from the goal kick. Jones battling, but his header lost the possession, and now Wilson Odobert will pick it up for Burnley. Salah trying to help out defensively, but Odobert, lovely quick footwork, and he's breaking through himself here. Odobert tries to go for goal, and the last part, the finish, let him down. Really good, beautiful footwork by Wilson Odobert. Breaking past Salah, chopped inside of Quansah, and just tried to find the finish, but it was toe poked by Odobert wide. Another goal kick will come Liverpool's way, which they knock long again. Bayer will try and win the header on that one. Van Dijk wins the first one. Jones now battling with the control, but I mean, Liverpool substitutions really haven't been able to get a grip of the game. What a challenge by Quansah. As I think Amdouni was running off him there, and he had to make that challenge, otherwise Amdouni would have been one-on-one on Alisson. Liverpool making it a tough task for themselves, certainly. Alisson. Gomez with a flick on. Diaz can't keep it. The ball will be cleared out of play by Burnley for a Liverpool throw-in. 11 minutes to go now, plus additional time. And Liverpool still yet to have a shot in the half. That's crazy, by the way. Genuinely crazy. They had 14 shots in the first half alone. And we're 10 minutes from the end of the second half, and Liverpool are yet to have a shot. Burnley have had 5 shots, but none of them on target. All off target for Burnley in the second half, so that's what's let them down. Liverpool will have another throw-in high up on the left-hand side. As we enter that last 10 minutes, we'll get team news from Old Trafford for you in a second. And once we get a big break in play, we'll reveal the team news. We'll tell you the team news for Manchester United against Aston Villa, which will be live here in LFS from 7:50 this evening. We'll have that one live for you. Alexander-Arnold. Diaz. Endo goes for the long ball, but given away. And Salah couldn't recover it. Now Amdouni. Endo on the cover does really well to steal it from Amdouni, and another goal kick for Liverpool. But still the belief inside Turf Moor that they can do something here, Burnley. That they can upset the apple cart of Liverpool, who have dropped points in their last 2 games. Liverpool want to get back to winning ways after draws with Manchester United and Arsenal. They want to get 3 points here tonight. They're making hard work of it for themselves. Alisson with a long one. Again. Well held up by Darwin Nunez. Luis Diaz picks it up. Finds it wide to Gomez. Nice Szoboszlai. Diaz again. Tried to let it come across him, and he waited far too long there, Diaz, and gave the ball away. Lovely from Bayer. Diaz on the recovery. Wins the ball back for Liverpool. A bit sloppy at times in the final third, so in the second half, Liverpool. That's what's let them down. I mean, they haven't been able to maintain the possession. That's a nice ball by Endo, though. Szoboszlai on the run. Szoboszlai from distance! Went for the strike. Wasn't the most accurate of ones from Dominic Szoboszlai, and that goes behind for the goal kick. But there was space opened up there. Nice thread of ball by Endo, and Szoboszlai found a pocket of space. Ended up striking it from distance that went high and wide. Wasn't one of his best. Far from that for Dominic Szoboszlai. Goal kick, Burnley. Trafford sends it long. First header won by Quansah. Brought down by Charlie Taylor. Now Bayer at the back. O'Shea. Goes long, Dara O'Shea. Audibert keeps it in play. Endo there to intercept. Calls of handball from the home crowd, but the referee does nothing. Lets the game play. I think he's right there. I don't know if it was a handball. If it was, the referee didn't see it. Curtis Jones. Virgil van Dijk. I think Liverpool would give anything for a second goal now. Jones. Endo, sorry. Back to Jones. But Liverpool just need to regain control. They just haven't had control in this second half. And Burnley have just upped the level and have been able to match Liverpool, if not better, in the second half, which is actually quite crazy considering how dominant Liverpool were in the first half. But they're being sloppy on the ball now, and they're giving the ball away to Burnley. Here's Audibert breaking through, and Szoboszlai on the cover. Endo gets it back to Alisson. Wide to Szoboszlai. First time ball to Alexander-Arnold. That will run out of play. Liverpool will still get the throw in. But Burnley have been so much better in this second half. It's a real positive sign that not only have they stopped Liverpool from having a shot, but they've been able to go forward themselves and cause problems. And Liverpool are making another change. Darwin Nunez is leaving the field, so he is the man whose goal separates the two teams. And Diogo Jota, returning from injury, returns to the Liverpool 11 on the field, and will try and wrap this one up for Liverpool. That will be his objective. For the opposition, they're going to make a change. Burnley, the home side, Nathan Redmond is going to come onto the field, as well as another player as well there. We'll tell you about that in a second. As Zeki Amdouni is coming off. And Larsson is coming on. Jacob Brun Larsson. And Lyle Foster is also coming off, and he's going to be replaced by Nathan Redmond. So double change up front. Foster and Amdouni, the starting two attackers for Burnley, come off, replaced by Brun Larsson and Redmond. So double sub there from Burnley. We have two subs left, Liverpool just the one. Sobersley. Nice turn of control by Jones. Gets it to Alexander-Arnold. Quansah, last 5 minutes of the 90 minutes. Liverpool, that narrow 1-goal lead. Well, Jurgen Klopp has only dropped points once as a Liverpool manager away at Burnley. And that was back in 2016. Since then, he's won Liverpool have won all the games at Turf Moor under Jurgen Klopp. Here's Gomez. Finds Jones in the box now. This is good from Liverpool. Joe Gomez again. Right-footed cross. Trying to find Salah at the back post. Taylor with the header clear. Endo, nice one. Alexander-Arnold! Just wide. Not too far away there from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Headed away by Charlie Taylor. Good first header by Endo to keep it alive. And then chested down by Alexander-Arnold. And from the chest, he takes it first time. Left-footed. Fires it towards James Trafford's goal. He had him scrambling. The Burnley keeper. And that will burst off the back of the advertising hoardings. And a Burnley goal kick from there. Long ball from Trafford. Gomez was battling to win the ball. Diaz helping out. Wins it. Now Quansah. Under a bit of pressure there from Brun Larsson. Van Dijk. Endo spreads it wide. Gomez. Battling there. Joe Gomez. Paul Tierney watching the game and allowing Liverpool to play the advantage. But Endo will give it away. And the advantage could be a threat. Just wide by Brun Larsson. Jacob Brun Larsson with an opportunity. Endo was given the advantage. He gives it straight away. And Brun Larsson had a golden opportunity to level it there. Gomez was fouled. Curtis Jones gives it to Endo, who gives it straight to Burnley. And such a close kind of call there for Liverpool. Although, here's a chance for Luis Diaz. Big save by Trafford. And he gets it clear and behind out for the throw-in. End to end this game all of a sudden. Burnley have one chance up one end and Liverpool a chance up the other. And neither could find the back of the net for a crucial goal for their teams. A second for Liverpool would be enough. An equaliser for Burnley would be glory, jubilation, hard work from Burnley in this second half. And they would reap the rewards if they find an equaliser. But so far they haven't been able to. Still without a shot on target as well, by the way. Brun Larsson's shot was well wide. Here's Gomez running towards the box himself. It does take a slight deflection. And Liverpool have another corner. Come off Brownhill that time. A Liverpool corner on the left-hand side. Well, the last time Liverpool played here was in February of 2022. And they did win by just the one goal. Fabinho with the goal. It was terrible conditions that day. Wind and rain and awful conditions for a football match. But they won it, Liverpool. The last time they've conceded at Turf Moor was back in December 2018. in a 3-1 win. Since then, they've kept 3 straight clean sheets on visits to Turf Moor and want to make that 4. Here's a corner, right-footed delivery. Van Dijk was the closest, and Van Dijk heads it behind. He wanted a corner, did Van Dijk, though, but the referee didn't agree. Burnley's, as I mentioned, last win against Liverpool at Turf Moor was back in 2016. Jurgen Klopp's first taste of this fixture, and this ground was a losing one. Sam Vokes and Andre Gray, the goal scorers on that day for Burnley, 2-0 win. Liverpool dominated that game, 80% of the ball, 26 shots, 5 on target. Just weren't able to find the goals on that day. Liverpool, it's the opposite for Burnley today. Haven't had chances in the second half, but haven't found the goals to finish them off. Jones, all the way back to Alisson. He's under pressure. Gets it to Quansah. Good from Alisson. Quansah trying to find Salah. He waited for the ball, but really good committing there from Endo. And now here's Jota. Finds it through for Luis Diaz. Back to Jota. Trying to squeeze it in. And he does. Diogo Jota. Back in the Liverpool team. And back scoring goals in that Liverpool shirt. Such a close game for such a long time. Diogo Jota the difference. And he gets Liverpool's second. This one won't be ruled out. And Liverpool do get a second and look to be very close to getting another set of 3 points in a very hard-fought game on the road. Burnley 0, Liverpool 2. Diogo Jota, the finisher. That is exactly what Liverpool have needed. Someone like him. A ruthless, clinical, unstoppable finisher in Diogo Jota. That is what Liverpool need, and from such a tight angle, he made it work, and he got it past James Trafford, who has been a real tough customer for Liverpool all night. He has worked incredibly hard in that Burnley goal, but tonight, Diogo Jota, and Darwin Núñez, by the way, got the goals for Liverpool that should wrap it all up for the travelling Liverpool. And the travelling Liverpool fans are now singing in that away end. Happiness exuded from that away end for Liverpool now, after it could have been a very nervy end to the game. We'll have 5 added minutes at the end of the half. We've already played a minute and a half of that, so we will still be going for another couple of minutes. Don't forget, we have another game to come for you later this evening. Manchester United against Aston Villa kicks off at 8 o'clock, so around at 40 minutes time from Old Trafford. We will have that one for you. Burnley had a free kick there. Liverpool still trying to clear it, and they do get it away with Diaz, and this could be wrapping it all up as Burnley commit bodies forward. Here's Salah running through. He has Diaz busting a gut to get there. Couldn't find the pass. Salah still has the ball. Salah trying to find Diaz again, but in the way was a Burnley player. Burnley had committed so many bodies forward that they were caught out of the back there. But they made it work and ended up not conceding another. And now, a cheer of Liverpool top of the league from that away crowd, and they're factually correct. Liverpool are top of the Premier League at the moment, being in a winning position in this game. They've been top of the league since the 6th minute of this game, let's be fair. But for moments there in this second half, it looked to be a tight one, a lot tighter than Liverpool would have wanted it to be, considering their first half performance. And Liverpool are back on the summit. They couldn't go to the summit for Christmas Day, but on Boxing Day they surely seem to make it work. And they will get their 12th win of the season this evening and go on to 42 points after 19 games. And that would have them on average, if they average 42 points for the second half of the season, an 84-point season, which by anyone's standards for a Liverpool rebuild is quite an incredible points accumulation, but still a whole half of the season to go. Jota winning the throw in there for Liverpool. Last 90 seconds or so. And we'll be watching a team who can overtake Arsenal, just as Liverpool have tonight. And that is Aston Villa. They play tonight against Manchester United. If they beat Manchester United, they can go second in the league and leapfrog Arsenal. Before Arsenal play on Thursday evening, the last team to play against West Ham on Thursday. They're the final game of this match week in the Premier League. Good takeaway by Curtis Jones. He's running it to the corner flag now. He's trying to run the clock down. Although he'll cut it back for Alexander-Arnold. Just trying to hold it up here, Liverpool. Bit of game management now. Endo. Back to Jarell Quansah. And all the way back to Alisson again for Liverpool. And Liverpool will build once more. Van Dijk. Out to the left-hand side is Gomez. But for all of Liverpool's dominance in the first half, Burnley were equally as good. Not dominating the ball, but certainly creating a lot of chances in the second half. None of which they could find on target, by the way. But a lot of positives for Burnley and Vincent Kompany to take out of this game. They'll not get the 3 points or the result that they probably would have been hoping for, but they will take the performance as a massive positive that they were able to hold Liverpool for such a long time to just 2 shots on target in the second half, both of which have come within a very quick spell in the last couple of minutes before that second goal for Diogo Jota. And we've surpassed the 5 added minutes, but as the goal was scored on the verge of 90, we might have a bit longer to go here. It's up to the referee now and Paul Tierney to decide that. And Alexander-Arnold gives it to Salah. There might be just enough time for Liverpool to have one more attack. No. Szoboszlai loses the ball there. Here's Nathan Redmond. Can Burnley get a consolation? Redmond now out to the right hand side. Bjorn Larsen back to Nathan Redmond, trying to eke a bit of space. Burnley are still pushing. Goodmanson straight into the hands of Alisson, and that is the final whistle. A hard fought game on the road for Liverpool, but the 3 points is all that will matter to Jurgen Klopp, the Liverpool fans and that Liverpool team. A clean sheet, 3 points on the road. Game done, work done, and Liverpool are top of the Premier League once again. A very hard fought game. They completely outrun Burnley in the first half. Burnley came back, up their performance, up their level, and held Liverpool for a very long time in that second half to not a single shot. But Liverpool, their quality showed, and the man returning from injury, Diogo Jota, was the difference in the second half. Darwin Núñez got the first. Jota wrapped it all up. A merry, merry Christmas from Liverpool to their fans on the road as Burnley are beaten. Liverpool get the 3 points. Final score from Turf Moor: Burnley 0, Liverpool 2. Liverpool top of the Premier League at the halfway point of the season. And don't forget, we have one more game to bring you on this Boxing Day double header. Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Join us in around about 25 minutes time, where we will give you everything you need to know for that game. Live rundown commentary of Manchester United against Aston Villa. Do stay with us for that. Thank you very much for joining, and we'll see you very, very shortly. And a Merry Christmas as well to you, as well. If I don't see you before the New Year, Happy New Year as well.